Welcome back to Those Vegan Chefs. I'm Stefan, and this channel is dedicated to making you a better vegan cook. Today I have a vegan eggplant recipe with a cornmeal crust that's crispy and delicious. We have a roasted red pepper reduction, amazing, and we have baby Dutch potatoes, stewed kale, Tuscan kale, all braised together to create a perfect, delicious, yummy dish. I really like to get the red pepper reduction sauce started first. It gives us time to allow the sauce to reduce slowly, mature, and develop all of its flavors. Our first step in the peppers is very simply slicing the peppers into thin julienne cut. We have our 4 cups of julienne peppers. We have our toasted bird's eye pepper. We have our salt. We have our 2 tablespoons rice wine vinegar, half a cup of water. Stir to mix to incorporate. We're gonna let it set for 30 minutes. All right, the peppers go in the blender. Then we're gonna go, done. Okay, we're simply gonna pour the pureed red peppers into a nut milk straining bag. Just gently press to extract our red pepper juice. And if you're so inclined and excited, you could dry the pulp out in a low temperature, maybe 200 degrees in the oven, grind it with a spice grinder, and have red pepper dust. Our last ingredient is a half a teaspoon of tomato paste, and slowly reduce over 30 minutes. I am genuinely stoked for this dish. We have beautiful kale. We have our beautiful baby Dutch potato, sliced onion, garlic, olive oil. We're gonna braise them all together. And goes the olive oil. We have our garlic clove head cut in half. I'm gonna add our onions, bay leaf in there. The onions are lightly caramelized. We're gonna add our baby Dutch potatoes. It's about 3 cups. We're gonna add our salt. Give a quick stir to mix. We're gonna add our plant milk. We're gonna cover the pot and we're gonna cook the potatoes on their own without the kale. All right, let's check a potato. See if the knife goes in nice and easy, and it does. That's perfect. Yep. All right, we're gonna add our kale. Okay, we're gonna partially cover it, leaving that little gap, and we're gonna cook for, I don't know, 15, 20, 22 minutes. There we go, the kale is wilted. It's not cooked all the way till it's just like completely falling apart. It has a little bit of texture still. All right, the last step is squeezing some of that beautiful roasted garlic into the sauce. It smells like fall. Now it's time to turn this eggplant into a cornmeal crusted delight. It all starts with heating our pan over high heat. We're gonna put the eggplant down and gently press. Now if you have a gas burner, you could just put the eggplant right into the flame and char it like you do with bell peppers. All right, check it out. Really starting to get there. It takes time. You can see how charred it is. It's perfect. That skin is gonna flake right off. We're gonna let the eggplant cool just enough so that we could handle it and start peeling the skin off. Our first step is adding a half a cup garbanzo bean flour. Next we have 1 teaspoon poultry seasoning, half a teaspoon sea salt. We're gonna whisk those 3 ingredients together. Now we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of plant milk. So we're gonna add just maybe a teaspoon, tablespoon. It's almost like a thin pancake batter, crepe batter. Thick, but not a batter. Okay, we don't have to get all the skin, it's not that important, but we definitely want to get like the really charred pieces off, and it just should kind of peel off pretty easily. The eggplant should be feeling kind of cooked, but also, you know, a little undercooked, but that's perfect because we're gonna coat it, we're gonna pan fry it, and it's gonna become crispy and delicious on the outside and totally soft and creamy and seasoned on the inside. Okay, time for the next step. And now we're gonna take our fork and we're gonna just pull along the eggplant meat gently. We're not gonna go crazy because otherwise the eggplant will just start to mash up. We're basically making eggplant mash. And we're just gonna pull that little bit of skin off there. And you can see how it kind of opens up. Almost starts to fan out a little bit. We're gonna season the inside. Flip it. Season the other side. We're going to gently sprinkle some flour over the top. Just lightly pat it down. This is going to help our plant right in our garbanzo bean mixture. And we're going to use our spoon to get the top of this eggplant coated and the sides. We're going to sprinkle our cornmeal crust portion on the plate. We're going to carefully place eggplant in the crust of the cornmeal. We're going to sprinkle more cornmeal on top. Make sure it's covered. Going to gently press it in. Make sure those sides are all coated. We have our pan on medium. It has to be medium, medium low. The key to this dish, honestly, is in taking our time cooking the cornmeal and the eggplant so that it becomes very crispy and the eggplant is cooked on the inside. If we cook it too fast, it's going to get brown and dark, but the eggplant isn't going to be creamy in the middle. So we have to take our time. Okay, our pan is nice and warm. You can hear it sizzling. Okay, let's flip it. Let's start with this. Oh, I love that crispiness. And I love the fact that we took a really well cooked piece of eggplant with a delicious sauce and we just combined the two and we left it right there. And of course we have our beautiful potatoes and kale and the garlic and its cooking liquid. First thing we're gonna do is I just wanna dip my spoon in that sauce. Dude, it's like so spicy, it's sweet, it's umami. Love it so much. We're gonna dip it in the sauce. I love it so much I almost forgot to take a bite of the potatoes and the kale. But this right here is gonna round out everything. Oh my gosh. The eggplant is rich, creamy, and earthy. The potatoes are creamy, rich, and earthy, and the kale has that little bit of bite. The liquid is amazing, and then all of a sudden we have this super big, bold sauce that just cleans up the entire dish. I love it. This could be a holiday meal right here, you guys. Let's think about that. Okay, as always, I'll see you next week.